Hello everybody! Welcome to Agashi Review, where I review movies, dramas that you don't want to waste your time watching. I'll give you a synopsis, shorts review along with my thoughts and opinions, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe and leave a comment below. Now let's go into the review. Hello everybody, Agashi here today. So today I'm going to be doing a Chinese drama review. And this drama has been such a big hit, so everybody is loving it, and I'm like so excited for it. I have no idea what's coming out, and when it came out I just gave it a shot because I was just like, okay, let's see how this turned out. But this drama is called Who Rules the World, and obviously by this time I'm pretty sure it's like halfway through because it's a total of 24 episodes. It airs Monday through Wednesday, but recently, because it's hit so much good views, it airs on Sunday through Wednesday now, so it's 2 episodes per day. So by the time this video comes out, it's already halfway through, but I still wanted to share my thoughts with you guys. So we're gonna go over the cast synopsis and the first 10 episodes. So as for our cast, we have Yang playing Hai Fengxin or Feng Langxin, Xiao Luxi playing Bai Fengxin or Feng Xinyu. There's a lot of Feng in here. So from what I've been reading, it's a novel, so the novel has like a lot of them, but their like last name is kind of like different too. Like it has like different meaning, even though it's all Feng and everything like that. It's all different meaning. Anyway, so we have Xuan Lun as Feng Qiwu, Liang Lai as Huang Qiao, Lu Rulin as Fu Zhu, Zhang Tianyang as Fu Chang, Zhang Haowei as Yu Wu Yuan, Huang Yi as Zhong Ling, Zhang Fengyi as the Emperor, Carmen Li as the Madam Bai Li, or the Empress, the Queen, or stuff like that, etc. Tons of people. As for the synopsis, He Feixing is a handsome and elegant man, while Bai Feixing is majestic and unrestrained. Opposites from each other with different skills and everything. They get caught between a warfare and a chaotic martial art world, and the love between them starts to blossom, which lasted like 10 years ago. They decide to join hands together, travel the world to seek justice. Will their love bring peace to this chaotic world, and they save this martial art world? So recap on the first 10 episodes. The drama starts us off with the narrator stating the world is divided into 7 clans. The imperial family rules all. The imperial family has this imperial something token, and in the martial art world there lies 2 of the strongest individuals, He Feixing and Bai Fengxin. Wherever Bai Fengxin ends up, He Feixing is always there, and it's just basically telling a story how it all started, and it starts in the Dandong Empire, so that's where it starts. There's news that the token is missing, and whoever has it must rule all. The Grand Prince during this time is worried that the token is missing, but the Emperor tells him not to fear. A mysterious man comes out from the side and states it's as long as they go according to the plan, things will go well. So this Crown Prince during this time is actually He Feixing's dad in the future. He's the emperor, so this is still in the past. So it's like they've been fighting long trying to find the token since then, like way back then. So basically we kind of flash forward a bit, where every clan and nation is like now fighting to find the token, and whoever finds it rules the world. That's what it's called, who rules the world. Well, we lead to find He Feixing receiving the news as he sits at the fountain of Abode or something like that, and he does not worry at all. Yang Jingzhu, who is a general for Qichu, like this clan Qichu, he finds the token and he gets entangled with Bai Fengxin. During this time she saves him and he's injured. She has no interest in taking the token at all. She doesn't care. She doesn't want to rule the world whatsoever, but he's injured, so she goes to the Han residence to steal medicine, and there she ends up meeting He Feixing. He comes to rescue her, and it's like everybody say, wherever she ends up, he always shows up there. She does get medicine, returns back to Yang Yingzhu, and they get ambushed. She gets poisoned and he sacrifices himself to save her, and he tells her to deliver the token to Huang Chao. She is saved by He Faixing. Both are hiding and waiting for her to recover. During this time, they learn that the Soul Taker sect has burned down like Han resident, tries to sell medicine, like the main medicine prescription book, and they blamed it on Bai Faixing. He Faixing does dig into the bottom of this and learns that the soul sectors are up to something. They target certain families, and it's because they're trying to build an empire to take over basically everything. So if they take down the family that holds the major in terms of making medicine, they hold everything to making the medicine. The best horse, they take all the best horse. The best army materials, they pick all of that. So that's what they've been targeting and burning down, like certain nations and stuff like that, to be like that, so they can rule the world. If they're not going to get the token, they might as create an empire to take down the world. Well, when they burned down the Han resident, Han Pu, which is the youngest son, his dad saved him, and he has the medicine book. He witnessed who killed his family, and it wasn't Bai Faixing. He's a witness. So she saves him and brings the boy back to Tianshuan sect, where she grew up and learned martial art there, and she's gonna bring him over there so he learns well. So once they figured all this out, and she's gonna take the boy back, the two of them, they separate ways, and He Faixing returns back to the fountain, his place, and she and Han Po goes back to Texuan sect, and on the way they end up meeting Huang Chao, where she ends up giving him the token, but they learn that it's kind of like a fake because He Faixing identified it and he knows it's a fake. Kind of like, you're kind of like, okay, he knows everything. It's kind of weird that he knows everything. But anyways, as they separate ways, we learn that, like, because you like go leading to it, we're kind of like, he knows a little bit too much. We do learn he is the second prince, Feng Langxing, and he sneaks out and he returns back before getting caught. He acts weak around his father and his brother, but he's actually recovered from his illness and he's really great in martial art. They don't know that. His younger brother, Feng Zhu, is always trying to find problems for him, as the Feng Zhu's mother is actually Madame Bai Li, who is the current like Empress Queen right now, and it's a tragic story for his mother. His mother took in a child, like, which is Feng Cheng, his older brother. She gave birth to Langxi. She gets betrayed and she gets poisoned and she died. Langxi has been living with her and he's been trying to seek revenge, but like secretly doing it. So Fang Shiwu gets introduced into the picture during the autumn hunt. She carries around her family's name. Even though she's a woman, she has to marry into a good noble family to carry on her family's name. She hates that, but she believes that she will be an excellent chief for her clan and her family name. She eventually falls in love with Langxing, but he has no feelings for her, and if to create an alliance to bring a greater stronger to his ability, he will be willing to marry her. This like hurts her so much. But in episode 7, He Faixing ends up falling off his ship while going on to a journey, and he disappears. It's his brother's Feng Zhu's servants doing, trying to kill Langxing. And so because Feng Zhu hates Langxing, but he doesn't think of killing him. But because of this happen, it brings chaotic to the imperial palace, and everybody is searching for him. And the corporate ends up being turned to being the older brother Feng Cheng, and he adores Langxi. So the brother now has to find out what happened to prove that he's not the culprit. He's not the one who tried to do this to Langxi, and all these things like that. And then they're trying to find him. They're trying to find Langxi, but Langxi is actually saved by Faixing during this time. And so, you know, there's some spoiler going around. The oldest brother, he seems to be sneaking around and looks like he's taking drugs, and looking from some pictures that I've seen. Spoiler, could he be the leader of the Soul Taker sect? We don't know, but we do get some spoiler that Yu who is like this prince or something like that, he seems really good, but in episode 15 and 16, spoiler, I'm like really far over there, they call him like young master. These Soul Taker people, they call him young master, and he's evil. So that's that. So we're like, okay, he ain't good. But anyways, with He Faixing or Langxing, he getting saved, he gets taken care of, and you know, he, as a thank you, you know, like she's like, what can I like do for you, you know? So she takes care of him. She cooks a bowl of noodles for him, and it reminds him of his mother, and this is when he slowly starts to fall in love with her. And as a thank you, he pays her a beautiful dress and hairpins, and because she's always dressed like a tomboy, and this is when she starts to dress like a woman, and like he's like really in love with her. And then he makes his return home back, that he's alive, and in the meantime, you know, him going back, he's trying to figure out what's going on with everything, building his secret plan and all stuff like that. By Faxing, she takes charge of the Tianshuang sect, while the master heads to the mountain Wu to do his things, and she struggles, but with his help she becomes a great leader. So that ends it for the first 10 episodes. But I am gonna spoil a bunch for you guys if you guys have not watched it. Their love does start to spark in episode 12 and on. In episode 13 to 14 right there, Bai Faxing does learn that He Faxing is the prince. No worry, because here's a bonus: they know each other since little. She's actually a princess. Her name is Faxing Yu, and he doesn't know that, but she goes by Faxing, and he's been in love with this girl, and he's been waiting on her. They met a couple of times. We don't know what happened that they part ways, but we do learn that she wants to learn martial arts, so her father lets her go, but her identity is a secret, and that's why she became a part of the Tianshuang sect. She does learn his real name, but it seems like she's hiding her true identity for him to see what he's gonna be like or whatsoever. So we don't know exactly why yet, why she hasn't told him anything. I guess she just wants to be safe in the martial art world, versus like how he is. He's such a well-known face, you know, people know who he is, then it's gonna be trouble for him. But more spoiler alert, in episode 15-16, it's by far my favorite right now. It's when they go to Mount Wu, and we really get to see their love for one another. And this scene is when He Faxing has to cut all the strings in his life. You know, the saying that there's certain things you have to let go and certain things you keep, or like you let go everything and new things will come in. Well, he refused to cut one string, and that is her. It's such a well done scene. And when they go and master the something Soul J whatever martial art, and they were able to master it, it was so beautifully done. If you guys have not seen it, I'm sorry. If episode 15-16 is so beautiful, I'm so like, it's such loving. I love it, and it's so well written and everything. Like bravo to the writer and everything like that. But it's so great. So but I've been giving you guys so much spoiler. There's so much going on, and I'm so excited for it. I'm so happy that we finally get to have, like, you know, Sunday with it too, instead of just Monday and Wednesday. I'm like, yes, and I'm like, why can't we just have it every day? You know, I'm so excited for it. And no promotion or anything or sponsored by it, but it's now on Netflix too. So if you guys really want to check it out on Netflix. It airs on Thursday on Netflix, and it's 6th episode every week on Netflix. So if you guys are trying to catch up, go ahead and watch it on Netflix. It has everything. It's great, and I already watched it, but I'm like rewatching it on Netflix as I go, because it's just so good. Like, this might be my Chinese drama of the year. Like, so far this one has been really good. But I spoiled so much for you guys already. If you guys have not checked it out, do check it out. I really recommend it. This drama is actually really good. I hope it does not fail me from spoil and everything. It doesn't look like it's gonna fail me, so hopefully it's going well. But I don't want to blab around too long. I've given so much already. But that's it for today's drama on Who Rules the World, and I will see you guys next time.